On this lonely crossroad lies a missing piece of Canadian history. The Fort Erie-colored cemetery is the resting place for some of the earliest black settlers in Ontario. But if it wasn't for the rumor of a ghost, this place would have probably been forgotten. Today it's a different type of spirit that preserves the memory of these refugee slaves. Wilma Morrison has spent her entire adult life telling their story.
You know, the understanding is if you were a slave, you were dumb. So in many instances, people, once they were able to get here to freedom, they didn't talk about it. And so the stories have been lost in many instances. Most Canadians don't, and it's not in the history, for the most part, that there was slavery in Canada. And so it's been a difficult story to put together until lately.
The acknowledgement of slavery may have come in the form of a whisper, but the legacy of the mistreatment has echoed through to the present. Hamilton Councilmember Matthew Green believes that all Canadians would benefit from an accurate account of the black experience.
Well, I think it's important and it's incumbent on our education system to stop Americanizing the Black Canadian experience. It would go a long way to reconciling the tensions that are there. In fact, I would say that there are still existing major racial tensions. In Canada, our culture, though, is to have them very latent, whereas in the States, they're very out there and explicit.
I want a Canadian history taught, a history that talks about, I even go to the museums and talk to them about having representation of the many people who helped to build this country.
February is Black History Month. This designation serves to remind us of the contributions made from a group of people that helped define part of the Canadian identity, and through the work of historians like Wilma Morrison, museums and libraries throughout Canada now house books and photo collections that chronicle the life of these brave individuals. Reporting for Ignite News, I'm Jimmy Goldenberg.